Menu. Mount. Menu. Nicely aimed pass. Lovely pass. Real chance! Barcelona are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals.
And he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Again, a brilliant save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
And it's Mazraoui. Fermin. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's been given away. He's picked his way through. Takes a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away. So we're still where we started right now. Menu. Bruno Fernandes. Gavi. Fermin. And it's Gavi. It's Pedri. Rafinha. Nicely weighted ball. Gavi. And here's Lope. Shapes to shoot! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Menu. More and more pressure on the ball here. Mazraoui. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Tries to play it through. Bruno Fernandes. And Burmo. Martin. Eric Garcia. Looks to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Chance here to counter. Now it's Ferran Torres. Gavi, looking to play him in. And he was alert to it. Mount. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Martinez. Menu. Looking for options for movement. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's found a way through. Shaw has it out wide and in space. Shaw is fouled. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Gavi. Shifted it to the flank. Mount. Quality ball. Now it's Ahmad. Fermin. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Martinez. Shaw. Dorgu. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mount. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Bruno Fernandes.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And it's been taken short. Oh, this looks sharp. Martinez. And it's half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
I think it's been a decent enough watch, despite the half stagnating a little, if I can put it that way, Peter. We want to see some of that craft we got to see earlier on in the game. Everyone's going to have to find a way to just up the standard again.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Back underway then.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Pedri. Eric Garcia. And Kubasi. Rafinha. Looking for the run. Pass somewhat off target. Menu. Now Dorgu. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Fermin. Gavi. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Now it's Mount. Mazraoui. And it's Menu. And Mbeumo. Now it's Ahmad. And that has left him in a heap. Pedri. Gavi. And Rafinha. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Dorgu gets a good foot in there. It is still anyone's game, 0-0.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kubasi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maguire. And it's Mount. Menu. Now Dorgu. Yamal. Kubasi. And Rafinha. Oh, that's well spotted. Martinez. Mount. In with the challenge. Oh, that's a key interception. Maguire. And it's Mazraoui. Now Diallo. Bruno Fernandes. Now Diallo. Bruno Fernandes. Good driving run. Oh, he's going for goal! Nearly, but not quite.
And Mbeumo has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
And he's decided to go for it. Menu. Maguire. Mount. Now Diallo. Oh, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. And it's Menu. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he's lost his man here.
Manchester United are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Yamal ventures forward. Mbeumo. Oh, good spread. Neatly clipped into space. Fermin. It's Gavi. Kubasi.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Pedri. He's had it taken off him. This looks promising. Muscular approach does pay off here. Balde. And it's Lopez. Rafinha. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Ferran Torres has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Ferran Torres! Oh! And that will be it. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
well, it still gives ample opportunity.
Shot a goal! Goal! Barcelona! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Shaw. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Shaw picks it up out wide. Chance for a shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Lopez, and he's certainly onside here. Lopez with the cross. Burmo proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days.
Oh, Burmo! Oh, it's come off the upright. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Eric Garcia, that is good alertness. Bruno Fernandes. Balde. And it's Lopez. Maguire promptly onto that, and that is that. Mazraoui. Rafinha. Maguire kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rafinha. Might be danger. Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Ferran Torres deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Burmo. Distributed tidily. And the keeper's got it again. Eric Garcia. And Jamal. Eric Garcia. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Dorgu.
That was lovely, that.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Rafinha. Eric Garcia. Dorgu. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Dorgu. Menu receives it in a wide position. Menu thinks about the great chance, and that's a good finish. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Ahmad. And it's made its way to him. Gavi. He is through here, and he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Just can he finish? He's delivered all right! You give him an inch, and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Barcelona with the lead. Menu to Martinez. Maguire. Martinez. Looking to play him in. Picked out brilliantly. Goes for a shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Barcelona now in a position far more desirable.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Tries from distance. He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Now it's Ferran Torres. That is a brilliant interception. Dorgu. And that is the end of the first half.
Barcelona are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Barcelona claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. And so the action is resumed. And he cuts out the supply. Yamal might just make this. Eric Garcia was in no mood for any of that. Now it's Ferran Torres. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Mount. In with the challenge. Gavi. Rafinha. Eric Garcia. Ferran Torres. Mount. And Burmo. Balde gets across to intercept that. Fermin. That is good progress on the left. Very nicely done. And it's Pedri.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Eric Garcia being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Now it's Rafinha. Tries a shot! Another big chance that gets away.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Terrific effort! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Ferran Torres is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Mazraoui. That's a good run down the left. Balde just loves to go forward whenever he can. There they go, hunting in packs. That has been slung wide. Stood up well to him there. Oh, what a mistake! And that's a goal kick. Menu. Shaw. And Maguire. And it's Mazraoui. Looking for options for movement. Spread neatly. Eric Garcia. Yamal, who's set up 1 goal so far. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. He's having a shot! But he's left disappointed.
Ferran Torres certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Martinez. Mount. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Dorgu. Really fierce, close defending. Maguire makes the interception. Ahmad to Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Rafinha. It's a good ball out wide. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through. Pinches it off him. Bruno Fernandes. Burmo. He's beaten the last man. Now it's Ferran Torres. It's a pretty loose pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
pass isn't the best. Burmo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Gavi. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's ended up in no man's land. Mount. Now Diallo. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's the keeper's ball. Vermeer. And it's Balde. It's Gavi. And we're done. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Ferran Torres picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?